Katella High School won its first league championship this year, the first time since 1967, and last week got its first playoff victory since 1998. The Knights are 9-2, most victories in school history. They've won 7 in a row, and they got a big playoff game coming up. A lot of big playoff games here at OCVarsity.com. Welcome to the OCVarsity Gridiron Show. I'm Steve Fryer here with Dan Albano and Carlos Arias. It's the second week of the playoffs, everybody. We're going to run down some games really quick. Friday. All these games are Friday, guys. Here's a good one. St. Bonaventure against Santa Margarita, Tribuco Hills High School, not at Saddleback College. It's a kind of a better place for it in a lot of ways. St. Bonaventure, top seed in the division, 10-1. Santa Margarita is 9-2, just coming off a 38-13 victory over El Toro. Really good-looking matchup. What do you think Carlos is going to win?
You know what? I really like Santa Margarita, the way they've come on lately. But St. Bonaventure, my God, their sophomore quarterback, he's 6'4", Ricky Town, just went nuts last week for 4 touchdowns. He's coming into his own. They have a great running back over there. I think it's going to be really hard, but Ryan Wolpen's coming on. So, I mean, you can't count Santa Margarita out and give the slight edge to St. Bonaventure.
Dan, what do you think?
All right, well, St. Bonaventure's only loss this year is against Santa Margarita, but that was with Johnny Stanton, and it actually was Johnny Stanton's last game. He was had this, diagnosed after the game with a season-ending injury. But I think, the key for this game is Santa Margarita's defense against Zach Green, is the bruising running back from St. Bonaventure. And he's tough. He's a Pac-12 kid. He's committed to Arizona. It's going to be a real tough matchup, but I think Santa Margarita's defense can carry him through. I think they're playing better. I think it helps, for the Eagles. Have seen these guys. Ricky Town is the real deal, sophomore quarterback. But I tell you, a sophomore quarterback I like in this game is Kyle Sweet from Santa Margarita, and the way he's running that offense right now. So I think it's going to, Santa Margarita is going to surprise some people, knock off the top seed in division in the Pac-5.
Whoa!
I say whoa also because I'm going with St. Bonaventure as well.
I think Harry Welsh in the playoffs the last couple of years, last several years, he's won like 27 of his last 28 games in the playoffs, and that includes St. Margaret's and Canyon Country. So the Eagles are hard to pick against they're playing well, but they got to stop the run.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm still going with St. Bonnie on that one. Another really good one in the Pac-5, Alemany, 9-2, beating Moore Park last week. They go against Mater Dei, just down the road a piece of Santa Ana Stadium. Mater Dei won last week by the basketball-like score of 71-10 over Lakewood. Guys, I had Mater Dei going to the semi, so I'm sticking with that pick. Even though Alemany's got a ton of really good skill, guys, I like Mater Dei.
This was actually the championship game this summer at the Airstrike passing tournament down at Dana Hills. And I was there, and Alemany has got so many receivers. It's unbelievable the kind of skill they have, and they run a really good offense. Mater Dei's got some defensive backs, but I think Mater Dei is going to make it to the semis, make it an all Trinity League semi with Santa Margarita. And I think I like the move with Chase Forrest at quarterback. He's an elusive guy. He's a playmaker, gives that spark, and can make something out of nothing. And I think with Thomas Doherty back healthy now, J.C. Genova, is playing all-county caliber linebacker. I think Margarita gets a win.
Agree or
Mater Dei gets a win.
Agree or disagree?
Agree. I got to tell you, when I saw Mater Dei play Servite, that's that great rivalry game. Ryan McMahon started that game. He wasn't doing too well, couldn't get the offense going, and Chase Forrest came in and just really, got them going. And that's something that I think he won the job for the playoffs with the way he finished up the season. The kid at Alemany to really watch is Steven Mitchell. He's going to USC. He had 300 all-purpose yards last week. That's going to be hard to contain, but I'm still taking Mater Dei. I think it's Trinity League in the semis, too.
I'm surrounded by Trinity League homers, everybody. All right, so also playing coming up Friday, Southern Division. Katella, Knights getting ready, running around all over the place right behind us here. They're playing Woodbridge, and that game's at Irvine High on Friday. I like Woodbridge in that game. I'm kind of heavy on the Pacific Coast League and what I think of that, so I'm sticking with the Warriors, Carlos.
Yeah, I've seen Katella twice this year. I've seen Woodbridge. TJ Ashmead is very impressive running back. Not only is he fast, but he is a workhorse. He can get 30, 40 carries a game. They really rely on him heavily. Woodbridge has another great running back, Austin DeFreitas. So this is going to be a battle of the running backs, but I think the Pacific Coast League edge goes to Woodbridge because there's just so many good teams in that league for this division. I think they own this division.
Yeah, and Katella is pretty tough on defense as well, only allowing 9 points a game. What do you think of this one, Katella Woodbridge, Danny?
You know, I like what Carlos said. I like both these running backs, and they're both juniors as well. So 2 running backs to watch, but I'm going to go with Woodbridge because of the Pacific Coast League. I think as long as they're in this division, in the Southern Division, the Pacific Coast League is the power broker, and it's hard to pick against any Pacific Coast League teams really in this division.
You know what, and I hate to do this too because I really liked Fred DePalma from back in the days when he was at Savannah. He's got that beautiful Magnum PI mustache, and it's going to be shaved if they lose, so I'm worried about him.
Okay, for more for Mr. Mustache, Freddie DePalma, and some of his Katella players, we had a conversation with Fred.
They've exceeded, our expectations. So yes, we had high expectations, but you just don't know. But these kids have just really exceeded anything I could imagine at this point. So
when I first got here, there's a group of upcoming seniors that they've been together since freshman year. So the chemistry was already there, and we just became all brothers, and then we just played for each other and played for our coaches. And that's how we became like successful that we are, how we are now.
Talk about blowing up in league and in the playoffs. I mean, how you been doing this thing?
It's just a lot of practice. Double days prepared me for the long couple 30 carries I'm getting a game. Plus my O-line's pretty good. They're working hard this year.
And, we always practice really hard because we know it's at stake. We want to keep things going. We don't want to end it too short. It's our last year. This is going to be the last time we're going to have this team. There's so many seniors. Like next year, the whole line's going to be taken away. It's all because of our seniors. We all stayed through freshman year till now, and I think we don't want it to end. We want things to keep going.
Well, a lot of really good players, a lot of really good matchups in the second week of the playoffs. So much going on. We're pretty pumped up for week 2 of the playoffs here at OCVarsity.com, where we've got you covered.